what that means?
It means the show has started, Lynn.
Oh, welcome everybody
To another episode of Fun with Bob and Lynn. For as long as we're going to call it Fun with Bob and Lynn.
May change. What?
And these will be the classic episodes. Every episode that was called Fun with Bob and Lynn will be a collector's item one day.
Oh no!
The MP3s will be like, do you have episode 3? Yeah, you mean the one where he was like picking up crap on his living room floor? Yeah! It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, the one where they were driving back from Vegas back to LA, and they said, thank God you can't also smell while listening, because it would really stink.
It doesn't stink now.
You ain't sitting by my armpits.
Oh. Well, at least she's being honest. Although I don't smell her, just for the record.
Oh! I pressed the wrong button.
You didn't push a button. I've got the sound effects machine over here.
That was a mistake, but what a divine mistake.
We had a meeting today with some... Stop it. I don't like that sound. That's the worst sound effect ever while driving.
Sorry.
We had a sound effect. Thank you.
Yeah, we had a sound effect.
We had a meeting with people at Wyndham Hotels, resorts. Thank you, Wyndham. Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
We get $100 every time we say Wyndham. No!
And Wyndham!
And Lynn puts down her purse, and it hits the sound effects box, and this gigantic burp comes out.
And this is what comes out from my purse.
Right. In a meeting.
With corporate people. Thank God that we were talking about our play retreats and party weekends so that we could make fun and laugh about it.
Thank God you immediately just qualified what it was, because whatever.
I know. It was woo.
We are 60 miles from Los Angeles, California, on our way back from Las Vegas. In the home stretch of the On the Road with Bob and Lynn portion of the... That is so inappropriate.
It's
right
so
now.
perfect.
I don't want drama right now. We just want smooth
mock
sailing.
drama, not real drama.
Okay, well, I don't even want mock drama. That's the title of my new book.
Oh.
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 All right, so it's
oh.
as we record this, since we're not broadcasting live because we're kind of going through hills and valleys and whatnot.
And signal issues. You don't want to miss out on us.
We don't want to be cut off. That's what she said.
No back.
It's 4:07-ish.
Thanks for telling us what time it is, Bob.
Pacific time. I'm just setting the stage. There might be something historic that's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
And they can refer back to this, whatever. Just about an hour ago, not even an hour, we stopped at some, I don't know, Quigley's restaurant. Now, Quigley's...
In Barstow.
Barstow, there you go, thank you. You wouldn't, I would never think, oh yeah, you gotta go to Quigley's. Be sure to stop by Quigley's. If you're ever traveling from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, please, by all means, stop at Quigley's. Because there's a gazillion places to eat that are mostly fast food.
And that was how we felt about fast food.
But we went to Quigley's instead, and it was great. Well, I shouldn't say great. Actually, Lynn's experience was god-awful. Everything she...
It wasn't god-awful, it just wasn't great.
She had an onion ring or two that she enjoyed. Other than that, I had a Monte Cristo, which I love. I ordered it. She goes, well, I'll just have a bite of whatever you have. And I said, well, I'm going to get a Monte Cristo. It's a fried sandwich. She's like, okay, whatever. And then as soon as she takes a bite, I realize, holy crap, it's made with eggs.
Yes.
Which she absolutely can't. Whoa, hello, big truck.
Don't like the eggs.
She cannot handle the eggs.
Nope.
And therefore, she took this little bite and made faces for a while.
And spit it out.
So which way do I keep going?
I sure did.
Right.
We're at the 2:15 and the 15, and we're taking the 15 south,
I just
Bob.
keep going. Okay, thank you. Because I've got...
Now at 4:09 p.m. for those who care about such details.
I don't have our GPS on anymore because we're doing the show.
Hey.
And I'm going to cut over and see. Man,
So...
I'm so tired of driving.
He's been driving most of the way, I got to say.
Yeah.
While I've been working.
On the railroad. All the livelong day.
Yep.
She's been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear that whistle blowing? Blowing so early in the morning.
Jesus.
Can't you hear the whistle blowing?
Sure can.
Dinah, blow your horn. Okay. As if we'd planned it.
Yeah.
Yet not.
Well, we're excited because we're finally going to get home after over 2 weeks on the road. So many adventures. If you've been following the adventures on the Facebook.com. Well, don't go.
Not.
Here comes a car. I now go.
Now go quickly.
Just this late. Okay, good. Woo! We had to focus there if we wanted to stay alive. So thanks for
Which we do, just for the record.
Thanks for staying tuned in.
For those of you who doubt.
Mm-hmm. We made it safely. Yes, we did.
All right.
So from here, you should take the 210, by the way, not the 10. Just
Well,
follow my directions.
So you're clear from now on. We no longer going to need navigation.
I am.
All right. Navigation will tell us roughly when we're going to get home. You know how to get home.
That's correct. So,
All right.
so yeah. So we are. We finished a not so healthy meal, if you call it a meal, at Quigley's.
Well, I did.
Okay.
Love a Monte Cristo, although there wasn't enough meat in it. So if you go to Quigley's, ask for extra meat in your Monte Cristo. Bum. Well, who can ever forget that theme? Written in 1937 by Ernestine Katawa, which I think he was a Native American who got into jingle writing.
After he visited the
used
Grand
an auto
Canyon
harp.
South Rim.
He used an auto harp to write all of his jingles, which was his claim to fame. Which was interesting. Well, it didn't work. It didn't. I mean, it wasn't very successful. But he did write the Quigley's theme about the Monte Cristo, and I think one other about a yard maintenance company. I don't remember. It was what?
She's saying for us to keep driving. I just want to
keep driving. Well, that's some good advice from a GPS system. Keep on driving.
If you want to get home, you better keep on driving.
All right. So, so Las Vegas was the place to be. Las Vegas was the
place for me. We went to Wyndham. Great meeting. We love Wyndham. You guys,
we love
one of these days we'll share more with you about how you can join us on the road with us, play with us, transform with us, and have amazing service and party and fun with Wyndham as well. So we'll share about that. We had a great meeting with them, stuff in the works. That was cool, made us all happy. Had some happy news from friends that are making connections for family, and that was all good.
What are you talking about? That's so vague.
Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we also had a great time yesterday because we were getting rebranded.
Ow!
Wow.
I don't know. I got a weird...
Okay,
well, it hurt.
What the hell was that?
Hey, cursing.
Jeez. Goodness.
I don't know.
Out of nowhere, he's holding his hand on the steering wheel and he suddenly goes,
ow.
Ow.
Because suddenly it hurt.
Suddenly, his thumb hurt.
All right, so anyway, you were saying?
I was saying that we had a great meeting with Wyndham.
We said
and
that.
yesterday we're getting rebranded. With the lovely Kelly O'Neill and her newly launched Innovate agency, of which is like everything you could want when you're wanting to truly properly position yourself and your messaging and your direction and your strategy and getting all your materials done. Like, you know, when you want it all done. Hello. So we were having a full day going over all of that for us. So there's some things in the works you'll be seeing coming out, but we're in process with that. But it was great, really fun. Talk about reinvention. Talk about being on the road and making shifts and changes in life. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so we did that. We watched Bridesmaids last night.
Yeah, okay, so we talked about that briefly on a live video broadcast.
3-minute live broadcast.
I still couldn't tell you the name of the woman who starred in it, but I would highly recommend watching Bridesmaids. We stayed with Lynn's friend Darren LaCroix, which Lynn can flesh that out if she wants to. However, the point is like the first day we were hanging out, he mentioned this movie Bridesmaids, and I'm thinking in my mind, okay, I get that he likes it, there must be something about it that's cool, but I just, I rarely sit down and invest in watching movies, especially when it's late at night, because I just would rather sleep.
And it just sounds like, really?
Sounds
one
like
of those commercial movies or whatever?
Just, whatever.
Even me, I'm a girl, and I'm like, oh, really?
I don't have
a girly movie that
well, I
means
have
nothing?
no idea. I got nothing against girl movies, but I just don't watch them. It's like, okay, well, no. But
unless you were like what Wendy Lipton-Dibner said earlier today.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
I said she and I were getting all girly on the phone as we were talking, and Bob was driving.
Because that's what I do.
And Bob went, "Oh my God," because we were like, and then Wendy said, "What? What's he all upset about?" In a joking way. And I said, "Because we're being all girly." And she said, "Oh, tell him to grow up and get some boobs."
That's not exactly what she said, but that's close.
Shut up and get some boobs.
That was the gist.
Is what she said. Jokingly, of course.
Of course. But I didn't really think I was going to go to the boob store and purchase some.
But maybe Darren and Bob went to the boob store last night, because we all three sat and watched Bridesmaids and laughed our little tushies off.
Really, almost from the very beginning. It was really
Oh my
fun.
God, it was awesome.
Excellently well.
A barrel
There's Darren
laughs. Check it
That's
out.
exactly
210
how
coming
Darren-
up on the right.
That's exactly how Darren laughs.
We have to move to the right suddenly. It suddenly appeared.
Are you serious? Are you sure?
Yeah. Look at that. It doesn't look obvious, but that's where you're going. Where
Really?
It says the
Are you
210.
positive?
I am. Even Waze said to do that.
Because I thought we were on this road for a lot longer.
Nope. I know. I knows my ways. I've been going between LA and Vegas for over 12, 13 years now or more. I got probably more, 15 years.
All right.
And this is a shortcut. And normally it's good to check traffic and even Waze. If you don't have the app Waze, W-A-Z-E.
W-A-Z-E, Waze
then
Radio.
Don't even bother. Just kidding. But Waze, the app, will tell you the best route according to traffic.
So what
the
do we head towards?
fastest way to get there.
San Bernardino or Pasadena?
Yeah, Pasadena West. So we are at the 15 to 210. For those who care about such details here at 4:17 p.m.
Most people don't.
And I know. And we're taking this to the 605. Just so you know.
Wow, okay. These are crazy people.
Oh, isn't driving fun with Bob and Lynn? Driving with Bob and Lynn.
Pasadena, you said, right? West.
Yes. You're doing fine. Stay in this lane.
These people don't know what this
You're
guy
all
has
good.
no clue what he's doing. And this person behind me is thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. And he's trying to just crawl all up in my grill.
All right. So
Which actually the grill is in the front.
It is. I'm thinking now I need to share my childhood story.
Oh,
Driving.
another one? Which
Yeah.
one?
So
You mean your
my
first
mom,
words?
Yeah, my mom.
Okay, language.
It's okay. Language alert. Shut the phone off if you care about language.
Shut the phone off.
Shut the phone off. So, I was 2.5 years old. I'd barely said a word, maybe mommy, daddy, or occasional word here or there, but not much else. And all the other kids around me were speaking up a storm. And I'm 2.5 years old. My mom's going, "What's wrong with my child?" And
In that voice, she was singing in that voice, which is really weird because if you heard her, she doesn't
speak like that at all.
But
anyway, thanks, Bob. So my mom took me to the doctor even to go, "What's going on?
Hello.
You need help?" Oh wow. Okay, now in front of this truck you can go.
I know. I just
And I
need
would
to
go
get
now.
in front of the truck.
You're in front of the truck.
Oh, I
What the fuck? Oh, I mean.
Hey,
language.
Okay, that is
we
not
gave the language
language.
alert, and that's not the language I'm talking about. Anyway, so she took the doctor, and she said, "What's going on with my child?" And he said, "Don't worry. Sometimes kids just wait a while. They're observing, and they take their time, and eventually they'll speak."
You realize I have to mark this as explicit.
Right. Okay.
I do. Before it goes to iTunes, I have to actually mark it, otherwise we get in trouble.
Okay. Please. I'm barely going to say anything.
Well,
so,
okay, but if you had a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or
I
11-year-old in the car and they were listening to the Fun with Bob and Lynn show...
Can I just say my thing and then you can say what you need to do? Mr. Ruin the Story?
My name is Doyle.
Okay, Mr. Doyle ruined the story, Doyle. O'Toole. McGillicuddy.
Cuddy.
McGillicuddy.
So Lynn's 2.5.
So I'm 2.5. And my mom gets the news from the doctor to just chill out, don't worry, and just trust it'll be okay. We're driving down the road. Suddenly a car cuts her off, and she veers to miss the car. And then she hears in the back seat, "God damn it, son of a bitch!" And those were my first really official words, my first sentence. From that point forward, I spoke in full sentences and spoke up a storm.
With profanity and
I've
every
been
other
speaking
word.
and swearing ever since.
Including...
That's a true story.
Baxter.
Heard about that just 2 years ago. Mom, how could you not tell me this until just 2 years ago? That is awesome.
She's saving it. So you could use it
She
in
was
all of your...
saving it. Anyway.
She's sprinkling in these stories to freshen up your stage.
Yeah, what I get to share from the stage. But anyway, that made me think of it as you were getting pissed off at cars.
Wow.
Even my dad, whom I love, and, if you've listened to a previous radio show, you heard about the many adventures on reconnecting to my dad. And, some not so happy times. But even my dad would, I remember him swearing, like, you get in the car, and that's where it all got to hang out. It all let loose. Even as a kid, just observing. And one time we were in an accident even, but yeah, that's when he had his grandest moments of swearing and anger.
So that's probably where you learned it.
Oh yeah. So I get in the car and I become a different person.
I've seen it.
Not all the time though. Only every now and then when I just have to let it out. God damn it, son of a bitch.
Okay. Wow. Factor.
That's funny.
All right, so we're right under Flavin Avenue.
Flavin.
It is now 4:20.
Sweet.
4:21.
Perfection.
Actually.
And we are ever so close to LA.
Well,
probably less than an hour away. Hey, another car cutting us off. Got him as a
All right, whatever. There's a musical part. This is a variety show now. We've changed this.
Suddenly,
the format
we're
from
into
talk
music.
to variety.
Part of our rebranding. Seriously,
Right.
though. Literally. And, yeah. So, we had a great time in Vegas, baby. Yeah.
No gambling. Didn't even go to the Strip.
Oh, hell no. He said strip. And...
Well, I didn't say.
Now, did we talk yet on our radio show
we haven't
about
talked at all. We just
Flintstones?
played the theme, and yes, we did. Well,
on a radio show, or was
radio
that?
show?
No.
Yeah, no, that was we're gonna, and we forgot.
Oh, we were gonna
on
share
dads,
with you
grands,
on
and granddads, or granddads, and whatever
dads,
it was.
granddads, and Grand Canyon Adventures.
Something, whatever that was.
Unless we rename it.
We did. Yeah, we might rename it.
We talked a lot about the Grand Canyon Adventure, and there's actually a lot of poignant stuff in there too. And we, God
Sorry.
dang it!
Sorry.
Really?
Sorry. I've been driving for a long time. I'm tired.
I exposed the depths of my heart.
And curse.
I refer to it, and he goes,
I'm moving energy. Yeah,
Cowardly
that's
lion. Put him up. Put him up.
That's Lynn, ladies and gentlemen, not me. Just so you know. So no, you're right. We never talked about it, so let's do.
So we, anyway, we had our Grand Canyon adventure. If you want to hear about it, it's a very full, robust story with some humor thrown in. We even have a little Elks story in there. So you got to go listen. That's a previous broadcast. And we were going to also share this part of it. And then we ran out of time. So we're leaving the Grand Canyon and...
So about 20, 30 minutes outside of Grand Canyon as you're going along...
Singing a song side by side.
64. What is it? What's the road? 180, whatever it is. It's one of those
leaving
Grand Canyon. When we came in, we saw this thing that said Flintstones and like Bedrock City or whatever. Like, well, we don't know what that is, but maybe we'll...
Like a 4-foot...
We'll take a picture.
5-foot-story high Fred Flintstone with that. Welcome to Bedrock City.
If you've been to Vegas, you probably know what this is. But I don't know.
If you've been
depends
to
on where
Grand
you live. Grand Canyon, sorry. And it depends on which way you came from. But in any case, we saw it, and we said, well, on the way back, let's take a picture with the sign and whatever.
It's in the middle of nowhere, and as you pass by that sign, you see these interesting-looking buildings that look like brightly colored cement teepee and other weird things. You can't really quite make out what it is.
Yeah, and you can, from the angle, you can see like a big green dinosaur, like in the back of this big field or whatever.
So you're like, this looks interesting.
So what could this be? So on the way back, we're thinking, well, maybe it's like a place where you could get drinks and ice or whatever, like a food store on the way. And we wanted ice and whatever, so let's stop there and see what there is.
Plus, we love kitschy, interesting, fun, adventurous things. So
yes, but we had no idea, but
we
didn't know what we were in for when we pulled in. We did not know what was on the other side of that. So we walk in there, and there's this gal, as Lynn would say.
Gal!
Hey, welcome, and I don't remember what we said, and we're looking around. It's just, basically it's kind of a weird little gift shop. and I had some Flintstones kitsch in it. And then, but we see that the whole visit the Bedrock City $5. And I'm like, well, we're not going to do this, right? I mean, we're obviously not going to do this.
Can we take a peek to see if we want to? And
that's
goes,
Lynn.
There
is a broadcast about me talking about that, which she has not seen yet.
We can't have you do that. I'm like, we can't even take a flippin' peek to get an idea of what we're about to pay $5 a piece to go see.
Right. And on the other, but now on the other side of the thing, we understand why she would do that. But so Lynn's like, "Come on, I'll pay for it." And I'm like, "All right, whatever."
Well, like it's an adventure for $10, even if it sucks. Now, $10. So what?
So I should say that on the Facebook page, facebook.com/ontherroadwithbob and Lynn, we have a video of basically, our experience of it.
Oh my God, you have to see it.
Not
it's
every
so
second,
fun.
but I kind of feel guilty because I'm robbing people of the $5 experience. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we kind of gave it. It's like, well, we're sharing. I mean, basically.
Where's the guilt come from, Bob?
Well, for them, for the Bedrock City. They could get $5.
You don't want to take away the anticipation of what they might experience someday when they go to Grand Canyon?
Because half of it is going in there and going, holy crap, and making up your own mind about the $5 that you spent.
I don't think maybe even 1% of our listening audience is going to stop at the Flintstone Bedrock City.
Well, not after
so we need to share it with them. We need to get the word out, damn it.
Actually, what we should do is give them incentive to go if they ever pass there. Like, if they send us a picture with Barney or whatever, then we're going to do something. Like, I will give you access to any online program I have.
Wow.
Any online program I have.
That's rocking.
If you
can go to the right now if you want.
What? Oh.
To get around the Slowpoke.
If you send me a picture with you at Bedrock City with some indication that it was taken after this thing, or a video of you saying, "Hey, Bob and Lynn, da-da-da-da," any online program. That's like hundreds of dollars.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome.
It would be.
You have to do that.
And that would be worth your $5.
Just for the fun of sharing in the fun and then getting some free hundreds of dollars worth of programs.
From Bob.
I'll throw mine in too. It's a $497 program that currently, when I have it on special, is for $97.
Be so worth it. All right, so.
Awesome. But so we went ahead and did a live broadcast about the experience.
Yes. So we walk in. So here's the thing. There's a whole sign of like, here's what you get for your $5. Pictures with Fred and Barney. A train ride around Bedrock. And I don't even remember all these things. I'm going, what do they have, like costumed people back there?
What?
And, like a show. And all this stuff. So you're promised all this stuff for your $5. So we walk in there. And we realize almost immediately, first of all, there's nobody else there except we do see one other couple who pulled over for thinking they could get ice, wandering around. But other than that, there's nobody there, and it doesn't appear that there's been anybody there in 30 years.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is a ghost town. If Bedrock City were turned into a ghost town, this is what you would see.
All I can say is thank God we went in the middle of the day, because if it had been dusk or something, it'd be the most creepy, horrifying experience you can possibly imagine.
How about the first place that I went to go sit at, which is like a mock Flintstones car.
Right.
I want to get
over.
You can get over. You can get over. You can get over. You can get over.
No, I can't.
You better
no,
get
I
over
can't.
Now. You could have.
There's a car right there.
Now you
Would
can't.
you just let me drive?
No.
Criminy.
The best part of the show is catching our spontaneous. What the?
She's about to give me driving advice and tell this story.
That is hilarious. That is actually quite synchronistic. But so the very first ghost town, little falling apart part of this. What do you call it? Ride. It's not ride.
It's not a ride. It's just
adventure park. What theme park? Theme park.
That is a stretch, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's a very big stretch.
A theme parking
Maybe
lot.
back in the day, 40 years ago, because it started in 1972. Which is interesting, because what happened to me in the Grand Canyon was 1973. Mom, did we stop at Flintstones? I'm curious. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I have zero memory, but we could have. But anyhow, so 40-something years ago, the very first thing I go up to is this falling apart, tired old cement thing. It's like
it's a Flintstones
brightly
car.
Colored Flintstones car. And I sit behind in the seat and I hold on to the steering wheel and...
It breaks in half and around.
So I couldn't be more perfect. It fell apart.
And it's like there's no one around to see it happen. There's no staff.
I just
or
go to hold it and it goes,
you know,
whap, 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 whap.
it did not make the. Okay, you're overdoing the sound effect.
No, it fell off in my hands.
Yes, it did.
In a heartbeat.
We missed that on video, unfortunately.
Dang it. I don't think you even took a
But
picture of it.
so they have Fred's house, Barney's house, they have the school, they have a post office, they have a bank, they have the police station, they had
Hollyrock, which is like Hollywood Bowl live stage, but nothing like it.
You walk in there and you hear a Flintstones cartoon running, which is even creepier. It's like you don't even know where it's coming from. You just hear,
where are these voices?
Wilma! You know, all that stuff. And then we finally nail it down. It's in the Hollyrock Theater. So you walk into the theater and they're showing this cartoon, which I'm sure they turned on the second we walked in. They're clearly not running it all day. But on the other side of the theater, there's a stage where...
Oh, wait, and of course no one's in the theater. And
no, there's no one anywhere.
Old, dank, dusty, falling apart.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
And imagine the desert, and spread out in the desert without anything else changed. I think here we'll put a little cement hut and paint it a bright color red and call it Bedrock City. And over here, another 25 feet away, we'll put another cement hut and call it
well, look, in
Wilma's Place.
In fairness, it looked like the cartoon.
It did.
I mean, they were cement huts or stone.
But they were falling apart because it was 40 years ago.
Yes,
and dusty and old, and it was on the middle of desert land in the broad heat.
Nice. That was good.
I just avoided us being hit by me moving my body inside the car.
Right.
That's what that was.
So anyway, Hollyrock. So there's a stage where clearly they used to put on shows. So I'm thinking, okay, there used to be costume characters. They used to walk around, probably shake hands. You know, then you could get your picture taken with Fred and Barney. So it paints a picture of this old, really scary ass whatever. And the stage, the carpet's all torn up, and we have pictures and video of all of this. You've got to see the video so you can see all of it.
And we did it fast because we were just
you go into Fred and Barney's house, and it's got the decorations, it's got the seats, it's got the bed. What? Both with tiger sheets. Which we dedicated to Darren LaCroix. So they had a TV in Barney's house, which is like, a cement TV thing with a hole in it, with a piece of cardboard
picture
with a crayon drawing of one of those, saber-toothed tiger things. That's their TV. It was just the most... So you just have to either make the decision, okay, I just totally got ripped off, or, oh my God, this is the greatest $5 I've ever spent.
I know, and I think it was the greatest $5, because we had such an adventure of where else can you find a totally deserted Flintstones Bedrock City in the middle of nowhere, falling apart, ghost town. I mean, you can't invent this or create this.
No, it's crazy. So we do the whole thing, and you can see the video. And then we walk back in, and we're getting ready to leave. And so I see the girl, and I say, well, my life will never be the same. And then she starts talking about, this is why I couldn't tell you whether or not it was worth $5. Because it's totally up to the person. They're either going to say, okay, I got ripped off, this place is all torn apart, duh. Or, holy crap, this is the most surreal, weird experience.
Whatever,
for
$5, so
which is what we did. Because, as I comment on the video, we spent $32 to go see a crater.
In the middle of nowhere
which I think is also documented somewhere.
But it was a meteor crater that
but it was a million degrees outside. We didn't take the tour or anything. We literally watched it, took a few pictures, and left. And for $10, we both got to go into the city of Bedrock and just
play.
Be weirded out for a while. And Lynn, the dinosaur that I talked about before was actually a slide. So you know how at the beginning of the Flintstones, Fred, slides down the dinosaur tail when work is over. So this is the same thing. So you could do that, except for the fact that it was 115 degrees. It's a metal slide with a big crease in the middle where you just wouldn't want to do that.
Hey, your buns would burn off.
Off completely.
Truly burn off. I mean, it was 110 degrees. So that slide must have been 150 degrees.
At least. You could fry an egg.
But even if it wasn't hot outside, that little crease in the slide looked like it would slice your buns off. So, I ain't going down that slide.
Like a mandolin.
And they even had a painted sign on the side of the thing that said,
at your own risk.
Use at your own risk.
And that was written in 1972.
Probably. Oh my gosh.
So they did have like this train thing that clearly, apparently, used to be driven by somebody.
Used to be operable.
A train ride around. Like I kept thinking, what if we called them out on this and said, "Hey, sign says $5. I get a train ride. You better get somebody out there and give me that train ride. And where's Fred and Barney? I want my picture. We paid for it." But I mean, you walk in, you just immediately know, okay, none of this is happening.
Right.
You're truly walking through a ghost town, and it is all about the weird experience.
Yeah, it was definitely a treasure. I wish it would have been nice to take more time. And we didn't have anywhere we had to get time.
But it was hot.
But we had to go fast for two reasons. Yes, it was hot. B, your phone was about to die.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
The only amount of space we had on either one of our phones was yours.
That's
and your
right.
phone was about to
You're
die.
Right.
So we're like, take as much video as we can before it goes south on us. So we were like, bam, here it is. And here's this. And here's this. And here's that.
It was at 2%. When I did the last little bit of video.
So in a way, it's cool because you get like the overview in 3 seconds or less.
The video, but
yeah, we should do that. Actually, take some still shots from the video because there's some fun stuff. I wish that we never captured really Betty or Wilma on our own. They had this. We did capture the Bedrock City teacher with Bob interacting with her, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, and her name was Telluride.
No,
yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed that.
I Telluride.
That's too funny. Yeah, so that was a fun adventure.
There you go.
There are so many adventures you'd never know you'd hit. Like, if you listen to an earlier broadcast or a live broadcast, we talked about in Oklahoma City, we wanted to find an open mic. We thought we were going to an open mic. Turned out it was an open mic poetry night. And this amazingly beautiful, touching, moving poetry sharing in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma City. That had just been hit by the tornado, by the way.
Like a month
literally
ago.
just miles from where we went to go see the poetry reading. But it was really, you never know. It's, boy, what an amazing adventure driving cross country. Highly recommended, as long as you make the time for it.
It is true that, I've always heard that. You drive across the country, you just take the time to make the stops. And we could have done way more, except that we had certain deadline things. But we did get to have the cross-country adventure on some level.
Oh, many levels. Because we made more than just the typical stops.
And now we're almost done.
And we're finally almost done. Oh, my gosh. We get to go home and see Cody the happy dog.
And he will be...
ecstatic.
I can't even fathom.
I know.
How he's going to... Because, sometimes, like, if it's just a few days, he's like... I mean, it's been...
Over 2 weeks.
I haven't seen him, but I haven't seen him in, like, over a month.
Oh,
right?
My. And, the last time I got back, I'd already been gone, for the most part, the better part of a week or 2 weeks. Bermuda, San Francisco, San Diego, and I'd stop home for 24 hours and be gone again. Some crazy thing like that. And so by the time I left to when I was now going to be gone, and I've actually been gone 3 weeks because I went to Bermuda and then San Francisco and then Atlanta to hook up with Bob, get things ready to move, and then move across country. So it really has been 3 weeks for me, and probably a month or more for you. But when I was leaving to go on that long journey, I had to pop my ears. Ooh, they hurt. Cody was literally stomping his feet and going nuts because he just knew I was on my way.
You just got back!
He was stomping his feet. How could you go again? What? Don't leave! Don't leave! No, don't leave! Oh, God, it just kills your heart. Anybody who's a dog or an animal who's intuitive like that knows exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I was like, I wish I could take you with me, Cody, but I can't.
So we have to do a live broadcast with Cody tonight.
Oh, we do.
So we're going to take him down we're talking, at least the current plan is, we'll take a walk down by the beach.
Yeah.
He can't go down by the seashore, apparently, but we can walk him down to the sand.
But we'll take him in the little
take him
carrier
in his bag, and then we'll walk down by the
seashore.
beach, and we'll do a show from down, or, at least a broadcast from down there.
Yeah.
And show you Cody in the bag.
Yeah, so cute.
And actually, we can take you on the walk with us, too. For that
and you can see all of this, by the way, one more time, Bob.
Facebook.com/On the Road with Bob and Lynn.
Yes, just go to Facebook.com, to your Facebook, and look up in the search tool, On the Road with Bob and Lynn. Under
The new
comedy.
search tool.
Yeah.
I mean, on Facebook is just scary.
Who you calling Tool? Tool. But, yeah. And, you know, my friend Jennifer Seehoo,
That is not her name.
who I did singing with years ago, and man, I helped her get some gigs. She helped me get some gigs. We went through a lot together through the years in the entertainment industry. And but she then moved to Nashville 10 years ago, and then we lost touch. And so I've not been in touch with her for 10 years. But I reached out to her because Bob's daughter is going to Nashville, and she wants to find some work there. She wants to find a place to live. And oh my God, Jennifer's hooked up with everybody.
Yep.
So, and Jennifer, you know, it's one of those things with friends, and I know you have friends like this too, where even if you haven't talked to them in years, when you reconnect, it's like no time has passed. And it was like that with Jennifer. And Jennifer is all over it to help Deborah, and it's so beautiful. It feels so good.
Yep.
By the way, you are going to be taking the 605 South.
In 3/4 of a mile.
3/4 of a mile. For those who care to follow along with us. So she had seen my Facebook page, and she's apparently been from the behind the scenes following along on Facebook, even though I didn't know, seeing what I was up to. And so she was reflecting back to me, I went, oh my God, she knew. And then she texted and she goes, what's your dog's breed? He's so cute. What's the story? And I told her Papillon, and then she said, send me pictures of Cody. So I sent her like this sequence or series of like 4 or 5 pictures, and Jennifer was freaking out. Jennifer's going, oh my God, I'm crying over here. He's so
He is cute.
Beautiful. He's so loving. I love dogs. Love it, love it, love it. Such fun to share. Yeah.
Cody is heartbreakingly cute.
Heartbreakingly cute. We should post like the series of pictures I posted to Jennifer.
Well, the cinemagram too. I mean,
Yep.
the one where he tilts his head.
Oh my.
We could share that on there too. So
McTiltington. So,
well, we are going against traffic.
We are. How much time are we in there right now?
I don't know.
37 minutes, it looks like.
So we have passed the half-hour mark.
You know, we could go an hour, but I think it's better. There's more adventures to share. And I will tell you.
So you're calling it into the show? Oh my God, this is a freaking first, ladies and gentlemen. Truly a first. Never before has this occurred.
I know.
In the history of Fun with Bob and Lynn. All right, so get the theme ready and let's end this nonsense.
But on our next show, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because we'll get you caught up. Maybe we'll call it the catch-up episode, where we catch you up. Yeah, catch you up on Sedona, on a conversation with a man who can walk through walls and communicate with aliens. We'll catch you. We'll catch you up on the domes, of which we didn't get to discuss. These amazing structures in Sedona. We'll catch you up on all sorts of other adventures we have yet to share. No, we didn't. We just made reference to it. Yeah. But we thank you so much for tuning in with Bob and Lynn.
Right.
Tune in with Bob and Lynn. Oh, yeah. We will see you next time, y'all. We'll be heading home shortly. If you're joining us on the Facebook.com/On the Road with Bob and Lynn, you will see.
That's awesome. Way to end
You will see our homecoming and our greeting and our finally returning home after 3 weeks on the road.
A lot of sporadic clapping.
See you then.